Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Good evening, everyone. Today is a special day because in the IIT Mumbai campus, the Basics of Sikhi and many other organizations are conducting a Turban-Up event where the students of IIT Bombay have first-hand experience what a turban is, how long it is, different colors we have available for the turban, and then also now for the first time probably you have experienced how it feels to tie, to adorn a turban. It's like a crown. The session for today is about the history of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, the Guru of the Sikhs, the 10th Guru of the Sikhs who gave us this turban. It is also about the philosophy of Sikhism, what Sikhism is all about, the different principles of Sikhism, and how from times to time, through the era of history, since the medieval times to the present day, how the Sikhs have evolved and how they have practiced Sikhi in their daily lives. So, first of all, again, I welcome you over here to this event, and I am also personally honored to be amongst such brilliant minds that India has to offer. Some of you might be knowing that Sikhism is a very new religion, and Sikhism was founded by Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, who is the first Guru of the Sikhs. Guru Nanak Dev Ji was born in 1469 AD. So, and at that time, we can say that we have our whole history recorded. That is why our Sikh history is something which we are proud of, because when we read our history, it gives a glimpse into our past, into the heroic deeds of our ancestors. Before moving further, I would like to tell you the basics. First of all, the Sikh religion, as I told you, was founded by Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The second Guru after Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji was Shri Guru Angad Dev Ji. So on, the Guruship followed. Guru Amar Das Ji was the third Guru. The fourth Guru was Shri Guru Ram Das Sahib Ji. The fifth Guru, Shri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji, who was martyred in Lahore on the orders of Jahangir. The sixth Guru, Shri Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, then adorned the two swords of Meri and Piri to fight the injustice. We will discuss all this in detail after some time. The seventh Guru, Shri Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji, the eighth Guru, Shri Guru Har Krishan Sahib Ji, who was very young, of very young age of 8 years. Then the ninth Guru, Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, and the 10th Guru, Shri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji, about whom I will explain in a bit. So, and after Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji, Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave us the eternal Guru, Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So whenever you visit a Gurudwara, that is the Sikh place of worship, we always go and bow our head in front of Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, who is the Shabad Guru, who is the written Guru, and he is our eternal Guru. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji made Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji our living Guru. In Bachitra Natak, that is the composition written by Shri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji, the 10th Guru of the Sikhs, Guru Gobind Singh Ji explains this Guruship and how it passed from Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji to Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji. He says, Shri Nanak Angad Karmana, Amar Das Angad Pehchana, Amar Das Ram Das Kahayo, Sadhan Lakha Mood Neh Payo. पिन्न पिन्न सबहू कर जाना, एक रूप किन्हू पहचाना, जिन जाना तिन ही सिद्ध पाई, बिन समझे सिद्ध हाथ न आई. These few lines, they give a very important message for the Sikh particularly. A Sikh has to see the Gurus not as different people, not as different beings. He has to see the Guru as the one being only. The same Guru Nanak is also in Angad. Guru Angad is Guru Nanak. Guru Amar Das is also Guru Nanak. Guru Ram Das is also Guru Nanak. Guru Arjan Dev is also Guru Nanak, and so on and so forth till Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Guru Gobind Singh Ji is also Guru Nanak. That's the same Jot That's the same wisdom, that's the same Shabad, that's the same Gyan that is passing down from Guru Nanak Dev Ji to Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And this is what Guru Gobind Singh Ji is saying to us. People believe that they are different. Pin means they are different. They think that they have different bodies, so probably they are different. But he says they are one. They have ek roop, and only few they realize this. Only few they realize this. And those who realize this, that the Guru Gobind Singh is the same Guru Nanak, they only attain the wisdom. They only attain the truth. So basically, it's the love for the Guru which matters. Further he says, रामदास हर्षों मिल गए गुरता देत अर्जुन है पई जब अर्जन प्रभ लोक सिधाए हर गोविंद तीर्था ठहराए हर गोविंद प्रभ लोक सिधारे हरि राय तीर्था बहठारे हरि कृष्ण तिनके सुतवये तिनते तेग बहादुर पए. So as I explained, he has given the whole line through which the Guruship was followed. Now comes Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, the 9th Guru of the Sikhs. Probably some of you would have heard his name. Some of you would have visited the Chandni Chowk in Delhi. Those who have visited the Chandni Chowk in Delhi, they would have seen a Gurudwara by the name of Sees Ganj, just near the Red Fort. That Gurudwara is where the martyrdom of the 9th Guru of the Sikhs, Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, took place. It is such a holy place. And why it took place, what happened, what were the reasons, what were the political compulsions, you can say, what was the message given by the Mughal imperial power at that time to the masses? It was that either you follow us, you follow our faith, you follow what we say, or you die. The Kashmiri Pandits, under the guidance of Pandit Kirpa Ram, he later became Sikh of Guru Gobind Singh Ji and was called Pandit Kirpa Singh. Under the guidance of Pandit Kirpa Ram, many Kashmiri Pandits, they came to Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji in Anandpur Sahib. And they said, Guruji, please protect us. Iftikhar Khan, who has been ordered by the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, he is trying to forcibly convert us. We don't want to live our faith. We love our faith. But what should we do? He is breaking our janeus that we wear. It was such a terrible time, such a terrible calamity on the Hindu population. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, if you read Gurbani, he never asked the Sikhs to wear janeu. He condemned wearing janeu. But here, it was a matter of principle. Here, it was a matter of fighting for the rights of freedom to practice one's religion. So, the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who was the son of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji and Mata Gujari Ji, he was only 9 years old at that time. He came to Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji when he heard all of this conversation taking place. And this is what Guru Gobind Singh Ji said as per Gurbilas Padshahi Dasmi. I will translate it in English for you. Grave are the burdens earth bears. She will be redeemed only if a truly worthy person comes forward to lay down his head. Distress will then be expunged and happiness ushered in. And then further Guru Gobind Singh Ji said to Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, his father, a 9-year-old son is saying to his father these lines, none could be worthier than yourself to make such a sacrifice. Guru Gobind Singh Ji is saying to Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, go to Delhi, face Aurangzeb and give up your head for the sake of the Hindu religion. This is the message Guru Gobind Singh Ji is giving us at the age of 9 years old. Just imagine. He was such a great prophet. He was such a great philosopher. He's saying that your sacrifice is what is needed at this time. He's sacrificing his own father. And what happened? Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji was imprisoned. He was taken to Delhi. Along with him, 3 of his Sikhs, Pai Sati Das, Pai Mati Das, and Pai Dayala Ji were also taken. They were tortured in front of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji so that he says, okay, I will leave my faith. But who were they? Who were they targeting? He was the Guru of the Sikhs. He was the supreme being. They didn't knew, Aurangzeb didn't knew that what he was trying was foolish. So what happened was that Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji was beheaded in Chandni Chowk. And these are the lines that Guru Gobind Singh Ji says about the martyrdom of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji. तिलक जंजू राखा प्रभताका कीनो बड़ो कलू महसाका साधन हेत इति जिन करी शीस दिया पर सीना उचरी धर्म हेत साका जिन किया शीस दिया पर सिर न दिया. He says tilak janju rakha, the tilak and the janju, janeu of the Hindus he protected. Kino bado kalu mehsaka. He created such a mystery, he created such a saka, such a legend in this Kalyug, age of Kalyug, that none has so far competed with. It is such a miracle that Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji performed. He said, he gave his head for the sake of righteousness, for the sake of dharma. Further, Guru Gobind Singh Ji also says, Chikar for Dali Sir, Prabhupur Kiya Payan, Tegh Bahadur Sikriya, Kari Nakin Hu An, Tegh Bahadur Ke Chalat, Payo Jagat Ko Sok, Hai, Sab Jag Payo, Jai, Jai, Jai Surlok, Hai, Sab Jag Payo, Jai, Jai, Jai Surlok. Just imagine that Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, by giving his life, gave a message to the Sikhs and to the whole India, to the whole population at large, that you should not fear, you should fight for the freedom of rights, you should fight for the freedom of expression, you should fight for the freedom to practice one's faith, you should fight for every freedom that you should have. This was such a miracle at that time. So the people were uplifted. They lost their fears. They came in large numbers and they joined the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who now became the 10th Guru of the Sikhs after the martyrdom of his father. Talking about Guru Gobind Singh Ji, he was born in 1666 on Poh Sudi Satvi as per the Sikh calendar of Nanak Shahi. And this year we celebrated it on 13th January. Guru Gobind Singh Ji was born at the pious land of Patna Sahib in Bihar. And at the very young age, he learned many languages, including Punjabi, Arabic, Persian, Sanskrit, Braj, all these languages he mastered. He also mastered the art of warfare. He was a great philosopher. He was a great poet who wrote such huge compilation of Shri Dasam Granth. And the message that Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave, he preached love and equality. We have already seen it by example. He practiced ethical and moral conduct because he wanted to portray to his Sikhs that what I say to you, I will also show it to you. I will tread that path which I am asking you to tread, so you will follow my path. So you should not feel that I am asking you something which I am myself not following. He rejected superstitions. He rejected idol worship. He worshipped only one supreme being, whom we call Allah, whom we call Ram, whom we call Krishna, whom we call Vaheguru. Guru Gobind Singh Ji also gave us sword. This sword was not only physical, this sword was also spiritual. Just like Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, who gave us Miri and Piri, the swords of spirituality and temporal powers of the universe. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji told us that to fight injustice, as he had seen the martyrdom of his father, he told us that when all means fail, all means of peace fail, one has to take the sword in his hand. He says in Zafarnama, Chunkar az hama hilate dar gujasht, halal ast burdan par shamshir das. When all other means fail, it is righteous to take sword in the hand. And this letter, this couplet he wrote in a letter, Zafarnama, that he sent to Aurangzeb. Guru Gobind Singh Ji, at young age, he stayed at Paonta Sahib, now in Himachal Pradesh, earlier in Punjab. But when he moved to Paonta Sahib, he faced resistance, he faced jealousy of the hill Rajas. Like one Raja, Raja Fateh Chand of Garhwal, he forced a battle upon Guru Gobind Singh Ji, the battle of Pangani, which is described in quite detail in Shri Dasamgranth. Then Guru Gobind Singh Ji came to Anandpur Sahib. He also fought battles at Nadan and Hussaini. There is one more important thing, something which distinguishes the Sikhs today. You all have known that a Sikh carries Singh surname. From where this Singh word, the surname came into being? This was given by Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji to each and every Sikh. And what was that ceremony? What was the stage that he set up? What was that he did? So I will explain it to you in brief. He was at Anandpur Sahib. It was the day of Vaisakhi of 1699 AD. Guru Gobind Singh Ji had set up tents and he invited Sikh Sangat from all across India. As I will tell you further, you will be amazed to know that the people from south of Karnataka to east of Jagannath Puri, Odisha, to west to north, they all came to attend the religious ceremony that Guru Gobind Singh Ji had organized on the Vaisakhi of 1699 at Anandpur Sahib in Punjab. Guru Gobind Singh Ji at this ceremony of Vaisakhi gave the Khalsa to the world. The Khalsa means pure, but it also means the land which comes directly under the sovereign, under the crown. So such a land is never taxed. In a monarchy, such a land which comes directly under the imperial crown is has to never pay any taxes, because it is directly under the king. And this is the meaning of Khalsa. Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, I will create Khalsa who will be directly under the Almighty Akal Purakh, the unborn and undying Father of all, the Almighty Supreme Being, who is neither male nor female. We can't describe the Almighty. But He gave the Akal Purakh. He made the Khalsa directly under the Akal Purakh. He gave a direct connection between the Almighty and the Khalsa. And in the Vaisakhi, he said, is there present a true Sikh who would offer his head to the Guru as sacrifice? Just imagine, the same Guru Gobind Singh Ji asked his father for the sacrifice of his head when he was 9 years old. Now, the same Guru Gobind Singh Ji is asking the sacrifice of the heads of his Sikhs who have come to attend the congregation of Vaisakhi 1699. And just look at the spirits, the amazing love that the Sikhs carry for the Guru. 5 Sikhs came one by one. First was Bhai Daya Ram Ji. He was a Khatri from Lahore. Then came Bhai Taram Das Ji. He was a Jat from Hastinapur. Then came Bhai Muhkam Chand Ji. He was a washerman from Dwarka. Then came Himmat, who was a water carrier from Jagannath Puri. Then came Sahib Chand, who was a barber from Bidar, Karnataka. The 5 Sikhs who offered their heads to the Guru, they were from different places all across the India. That was the spirit of Sikhism, and that was the love of the Guru. And when Guru Gobind Singh Ji had these 5 Sikhs in his presence. He created Khande Bate the Amrit. He took a large bowl, steel bowl, he put in water in it, he put in sweet, put patasha we call in it, and he then, using his khanda, the double-edged sword, recited the 5 banis that every Sikh must recite every day of Japji, Jap, Tva Prasad Savaiye, Padshahi Dasmi, Chaupai Sahib Padshahi Dasmi, and Anand Sahib. And then he created that Khande Bate Di Pahu, which we also call as Amrit. And then those 5 Sikhs partook that Amrit by giving their heads to the Guru, and they became the Khalsa of the Guru. They became Bhai Daya Singh Ji from Daya Ram. They became Bhai Taram Singh Ji from Taram Das. They became Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji from Mohkam Chand. They became Bhai Himmat Singh Ji from Himmat, and he became Bhai Sahib Singh Ji from Sahib Chand. Their castes were removed. Their identities were separated. Now they were not a water carrier, not of lower caste. They were the Khalsa, the Supreme, who was equal to the Guru. And this is the Mehma. This is the praise of the Khalsa that Guru Gobind Singh Ji himself says in Sarab Lok Granth. He says, Khalsa mero roop hai khas. Khalsa is my true form. It is my special form. Khalsa main hoon karo niwas. I live, I reside within my Khalsa. Khalsa mero mukh hai anga. Khalse ke hoon sad sanga. I am always along with my Khalsa. I always protect my Khalsa. Khalsa mero isht suhit. Khalsa is for me my isht. Khalsa mero kahiyat bird. And further he says, Rom rom je rasna paun. Tadap Khalsa just teh gaun. If all the pores of my body, they have tons, with every roam, with every pore of my body, I will sing the praise of the Khalsa. This is the praise of the Khalsa that he himself, the 10th master of the Sikh, the Guru of the Sikhs, the 10th master Guru Gobind Singh Ji is saying about his Khalsa. Now just imagine, Guru Gobind Singh Ji has created the Khalsa, and he is currently named Guru Gobind Rai. His name is not Guru Gobind Singh. Now he also wants that Daat of Amrit. He also wants that Khande Batu Di Pahul. And he asks his 5 Khalsa Jis. He says, kindly grant me the same boon that I have granted you. Guru Gobind Singh Ji becomes the Chela. He becomes the servant of the Khalsa. That is why it is said, Vaho Vaho Gobind Singh Ape Guru Chela. He becomes subservient to the Khalsa, to the very Khalsa that he created. And he asks for that boon of Khande Bate Di Pahul. And you know what Khalsa said? What Bhai Daya Singh Ji said? What Bhai Himmat Singh Ji said? What those 5 Khalsa said? They said, Guruji, we have given our heads to you. We have sacrificed our heads, our lives for taking this Khande Bate Di Pahul. What will you give in return for taking this baptism? And Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, if my Sikh can give his own head, I will give the heads, I will sacrifice my entire family for you. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji partook that Amrit. And then he describes again the Khalsa in these words. Jagat jot jape nisbasur ek bina man naik na aane. The Khalsa always he meditates on the name of the one Almighty, the Supreme Being. No other person, no other deity comes in the mind of the Khalsa. Purna prem pratit sajay brat gor madi matpul na manne. He is filled with love, he is filled with devotion. He does not follow the practices of idol worship or anything else. तीर्थ दान दया तप संजम एक बिना न है एक पछाने पूर्ण जोत जगह कट में तब खालिस ताहे न खालिस जाने. When the Supreme Being resides in the heart of the Khalsa, then only one can say he is a Khalsa, otherwise he cannot be called a Khalsa. When that person, when that Sikh, when that Gursikh has emerged, has joined that one Jot of the Almighty, when he has become one with the Almighty, then only one can say he is a Khalsa. So just imagine, we can call ourselves Khalsa, but we are not Khalsas. 1 in crores could be a Khalsa, because Khalsa is just like the Supreme Being. He has become one with the God. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave 5 kakars to the Sikhs. Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave us the kesh, the hair, long hair, uncut hair. He gave us the kanga, the comb, the wooden comb. He gave us the kada, the steel bracelet. He gave us a kirpan, the sword, and he gave us a kachera. Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave us all these things, and he told us that if you want to become a Khalsa, you have to embrace all these 5 things on your body forever. Now, some people might say, why long hair? What is the purpose of long hair? Al-Biruni, a historian, he came at the time around 1000 AD. If you read history, he wrote an account about the history of India. And Al-Biruni in that account says that he has traveled all across India, but what fascinating thing he has found is that in India, he cannot find a single person who cuts his hair on the body. On the entire body, he has not found a single person. At that time, Sikh religion was not there. At that time, the majority was Hindu population. Just imagine the prophets of Hinduism, the deities of Hinduism. Shiv Ji has long hair. Shri Ram has long hair. Shri Krishna has long hair. All the saints, Rishi Muni, have long hair. Why is it? Because the hair have to do with spirituality. They are something which is the form given to us by the Almighty God, and we have to preserve that form because we live in the will of the God, we live in the hukam of the God. And that is the message of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Then he gave us the sword. And he said, Khag khand bihandang khaldal khandang addaran mandang barbandang pujdand akhandang tej prachandang jot amandang pan prabhang sukh santa karanang durmat durnang kilbik haranang assaranang jaya jaya jagakaran srisht ubaran mam prataparan jai tega. As I told you before, he gave the sword to fight the injustice, as he wrote to Aurangzeb, and he also gave us the eternal sword of wisdom, of Gyan, to fight the 5 evil vices of Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Hankar within ourselves. So the sword does not mean only the physical sword that we carry. It's for the self-defense purposes, externally. But we have to fight the 5 vices, the 5 thieves who live inside us. And when we fight those 5 thieves, only then we will realize the ultimate truth. Moving on, I've told you about Guru Gobind Singh Ji. But do you know about the 4 sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji? The 4 sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji were Sahibzada Ajit Singh Ji, Sahibzada Jujhar Singh Ji, Sahibzada Zorawar Singh Ji, and Sahibzada Fateh Singh Ji. And they were very young, of very young age. When Guru Gobind Singh Ji was at Anandpur Sahib, the Mughal imperial forces, 10 lakh in number, they attacked Anandpur Sahib. And you know what Guru Gobind Singh Ji has said? Sawa lakh se ek ladaun, tabai Gobind Singh naam kahaun. He made his Khalsa, one will fight with 1,25,000 warriors. And then I will call myself Gobind Singh, when I will create such a Khalsa who will be capable of fighting single-handedly with 1,25,000 people. And this happened. This thing practically happened. It's not just a hearsay, or it's not just words. This thing practically happened in the Battle of Chamkaur, where 46 fought 10 lakh army of the Mughal imperial forces and the Hindu hill Rajas. Just imagine what were the spirits. They knew they were going to die. They were facing imminent death. But they took on the 10 lakh army. Those 46 took on the 10 lakh army, and they proved the word of the Guru. The Sawa lakh se ek ladaun, tabai Gobind Singh naam kahaun. In that battle, Sahibzada Ajit Singh Ji and Sahibzada Jujhar Singh Ji, the elder sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, were martyred in the Battle of Chamkaur. And Allah Yar Khan Jogi writes a beautiful poetry about it. He writes Ganja Shahida. I will just speak some lines from it. He says, बस एक हिंद में तीरथ है यात्रा के लिए, कटाए बाप ने बच्चे जहां खुदा के लिए, चमक है मेहर की चमकौर तेरे ज़रों में, यहां से बनके सितारे गए ज़मां के लिए। गुरु गोबिंद के लखते जिगर अजीब जुझार, फलक पे एक या दो चांद है ज़िया के लिए, दक्कन में दूर मरकद है हजूर साहिब का, पहुंचना जिस जगह मुश्किल है मैं नवा के लिए। भटकते फिरते हैं क्यों, भटकते फिरते हैं क्यों यहां करे हज आकर, भटकते फिरते हैं क्यों हज करें यहां आकर, यह काबा पास है हर एक खालसा के लिए, यहां वो लेटे हैं सतलुज ने जोश में आकर, चरण हजूर के नहरे बहा बहा के लिए। मजार गंजे शहीदा हैं उन शहीदों का फरिश्ते, जिनकी तरस थे खाके पा के लिए। मिजार गंजे शहीदा, द बैटल ग्राउंड ऑफ चमकौर साहिब, मिजार गंजे शहीदा हैं उन शहीदों का फरिश्ते, जिनकी तरस थे खाके पा के लिए। उठाए आकर यहाँ की मिट्टी को जो खाक छानते फिरते हैं कीमिया के लिए। यह है वो जहां जहां 40 तन शहीद हुए, यह है वो जहां 40 तन शहीद हुए, किताब सरवरी सिंहों ने सिर कटा के लिए, दिलाई पंथ को सिरबाजियों ने सरदारी, बिराए कौमी है रुतबे लहू बहा के लिए। दिलाई पंथ को सिरबाजियों ने सरदारी, बिराए कौमी है रतबे लहू बहा के लिए। You know why Sikhs are called Sardar Ji? It is because of this reason. They are referred as Ji, as Sardar, as a chief, as a lord. Why? Because the Sikhs gave their heads and then they got the kingships. This was the price that the Sikhs paid for getting the title of Sardar Ji. This was the tale of the two elder sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. What became of the two younger sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who were Baba Zorawar Singh Ji and Baba Fateh Singh Ji? They were so young and they were pricked alive by the orders of the governor of Sarhand, Wazir Khan. Wazir Khan also died a very brutal death because he did such an inhumane, such a criminal act of pricking alive the young children of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And I can't even describe it. Moving forward, I would like to tell you the principles of Sikhism as given to us by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Some of you might be knowing the word Guru. What's the meaning of the word Guru? But for others, I would like to explain. Guru is composed of Gu and Ru sounds. The Gu means darkness, as we can witness over here. And the Ru means the removal of the darkness. When the light comes along, the darkness goes away. This is the meaning of the Guru. Our spiritual master is the Guru. He removes the darkness. He removes the 5 inner vices from us by the message that He gives us. Then I would like to recite Mool Mantra of. The Mool Mantra is the base, you can say, of Sikhism, of Sikh religion. Mool Mantra is as such. Ik Oankar. There is only one supreme being whose sound, as has been heard by our great Guru, is Oang. That is the primal sound from which the creation took place of the universe. And that primal supreme being is only one. There is no second person. He is the same one. He is the Allah, He is the Ram, He is the Rahim. He is the same Par Brahm. But He is the one. Ik Oankar Sat Naam. And His name is the truth. So if you want to attain the Lord, the Vaheguru, the Ram, if you want to attain that supreme being, what should you do? Do you have any means to attain the truth? Guru Nanak Dev Ji tells us. Guru Nanak Dev Ji tells us that the Supreme Being is the truth. His name is also the truth. So if you want to realize the truth, you should practice the name of the truth. You should recite Vaheguru day in, day out. You should recite Ram day in, day out. You should recite Gobind day in, day out. And you will become one with the truth. Karta Purkh. He is the Karta. He is the creator of everything. There is no other creator. There is no other preserver. There is no other destroyer as per the Sikh philosophy. There is only one Ek Oankar who is the Karta. Nirpau. Nirpau means without fear. He has fear of none. Nirpau Nirvair. He hates nobody. He loves everyone because all are his creation. How can he hate his creation? There arises no point of hating the creation which he himself has created. So he is Nirvair. Ik Oankar Sat Naam Karta Purkh Nirpau Nirvair Akal Murat. Akal means, Kal means time. And means, Akal means beyond time. He is beyond time. The earth, the moon, the sun, the stars, the solar system, the galaxies, the universe was created in time. That is how we can measure, because the Big Bang took place and we can measure that the time, 14 billion years have passed since the Big Bang. We can measure the time. But the one who is beyond the time, when the universe didn't exist, that is the Supreme Being, Almighty. Akal Murat Ajuni. He never takes birth. He never takes birth as an animal. He never takes birth as a human being. He never takes birth. This is the philosophy of Sikhism. Sahib hung from himself. Now the question arises, how he created, how he was created. Everything, as per our psychology, as per our mindset, everything has to create from something and then only it can be destroyed. Everything has some origin. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Sahib hung. As the Hindu scriptures say, Swayambhu. Similarly, the Sikh scriptures say, Sahib hung, from himself the God was created. And when I say himself, I am not attributing any male personality to the God. But because of the limitations of the language, I have to say this. The God has no gender. Akal Murat Arjuni Sahib hung Gurpurab. With the grace of the Guru, he is attained, the truth is realized. That is the basic Mool Mantra of the Sikhism. What other messages Guru have given us? You have seen the turbans being tied up. They are all volunteers. This voluntary work is called the Seva. If you go to a Gurdwara, you can see people cleaning floors. That is Seva. If you see somebody like Khalsa Aid helping people of Rohingya origin, or helping people in Assam or in Karnataka or wherever the floods take place, or if they are helping people in Syria, they are doing a voluntary work that is called Seva. Seva has a great importance in Sikh philosophy. The Seva is the one which is done without the people thinking that we need something in return for it. It's something which is done selflessly. Then we have Kirt Karni. That is a very important point of Sikh philosophy. Kirat Karni means to do hard work, to do the work with your own hands. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, in his later years of life, when he was at Kartarpur, which is now in Pakistan, and probably you would have heard the news that recently the government has decided to open a corridor. It is just 4 kilometers from the border of India. In Kartarpur, in that very place, Guru Nanak Dev Ji for 17 years did farming with his own hands. And that too when he was aged. He has taught us the importance of kirt, of doing labor with your own hands. Then Guru Gobind Singh Ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave us the concept of langar, of sangat and pangat. Sangat means congregation, like you all people are sitting. So this is a sangat, and we are discussing about the Guru, but we do not have the presence of our Guru, Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji over here. So the Sangat is a congregation when in the presence of the Guru, the Sikhs are sitting together. And the Pangat means when we are sitting together in langar halls, in community kitchens, where we partake food, which is also given free of cost. You are never charged anything for eating langar in a Gurudwara, and it goes on throughout the day. It is meant to feed the poor people. It is meant to feed those who are hungry. Then there is a concept of women empowerment. This is a very important thing which I would like to tell you about. In the olden times, there was the pratha of sati. You would have heard about it also, probably. Generally in history books, we read about Raja Ramohan Roy, that he took up a position against sati. But Guru Amar Das Ji, the third Sikh Guru, much before Raja Ramohan Roy abolished sati, he preached the abolition of sati. Guru Amar Das Ji himself gave women empowerment by creating women preachers. He asked the women to go out and spread the word of the Guru Nanak. It was such a great achievement at the time. It was such a great thing at the time. Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, "So kyo manda akhiye jit jammeh rajan." Why do you say ill to the women? She gives birth to mighty kings. Why do you say ill of this woman? Then Guru Nanak Dev Ji, in the form of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, gave us the concept of Miri and Piri, which I just explained to you. Miri means the physical, the temporal power, and the Piri means the spiritual power. So the Miri is the sword, the kirpan, which is used to fight the injustice in battlefields. And the Piri is the wisdom, is the Gyan that the Guru gives us to fight the inner battle of against the five vices of Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Hankar. Then there is a concept of Red Cross. You would have heard about it. The Red Cross organization goes into the battlefield and then they help the people who are injured. But this very concept was given to us by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Bhai Kanhaiya Ji, in the battlefield, when the Sikhs were fighting the Mughals, their sworn enemies. Just one more thing. The Sikhs were enemies of the Mughals because the battle was enforced upon them. It was forced upon them. But in their hearts, they never wished that anybody was their enemy. They always said, Manas ki jaat sab hai, ek hai pehchan wo. Consider all human race as one. But over here, it was a battlefield. And Bhai Kanhaiya Ji was treating the enemy, soldiers. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave Bhai Kanhaiya Ji his blessings. That what you are doing, you have realized what is the true message of the Guru. This is the Sikh way of life. There is Simran, the meditation. We have to do the meditation on the one name of the Supreme Being. We have to recite every morning the Vaheguru or any name that you would like to recite. But you have to remember that Almighty with each breath, because that is the ultimate purpose of this life. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, in the form of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, says, Pahi paraput manukh de huriya, Gobind milan ki eh teri bariya. You have got this human being, you have become this human being, you have got this body, but the purpose of this body is to recite the name of the Lord, of the Almighty. Then there is the concept of Sarbat da Pala. You always have to think the welfare of everyone, not only my family, not only my children, not only my brother, not only of your environment. If you do not have that daya, that compassion within you. Guru Gobind Singh Ji also gave us Parcha Shabad Ka Didar Khalse Ka concept. Parcha Shabad Ka means every Sikh should go before Guru Granth Sahib Ji, take message from Guru Granth Sahib Ji and live the life according to that Hukamnama that Guru Granth Sahib Ji has given us. That is Parcha Shabad ka. And Didar Khalse ka, whenever you want to do, whenever you have the yearning to see the human figure of Guru, if you have, just take a look at the Khalsa and you will have my darshan. You will have my vision. That is the concept of Sikhism. And the very important concept that probably is not found in any other religion of this world. Every other religion of this world says the truth is the highest. That is what every religion says. That the truth is the highest and you have to attain the truth. That is the purpose of life. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, truth is high. Still higher is truthful living. That is the message of the Sikhism. He says, Sacho ure sabko uppar sach achar. Such is the supreme. The truth is the supreme, it is highest. But still higher than that truth is the truthful living. If you are living your life, but you are cheating somebody, if you are living your life, but you are speaking ill of somebody, you are hurting some person, you are not the well-wisher of somebody, then you are not living a truthful life. And even if you have the desire to attain the truth, you will never attain that truth because you are missing that truthful living. And that truthful living is considered higher than the truth by Guru Nanak. Then there is the concept of karam and pana manana, that is the hukam. Karam means the actions that we do in our lives, be it the positive actions, be it the negative actions. The karam decides how we become. A child who is innocent, throughout his life he does bad deeds. He gets into a bad company and he starts stealing. Do you think he will become a saint when he grows old? No. That is his negative actions that decide his future. So the karam is very important. Guru Nanak says you have to perform good actions. And then the concept of hukam. Hukam means the God's will. As I explained to you before, we keep these long unshorn hairs because it is the God's will and we have to live our lives by the God's will. And the God's will is not only this, what grows on our body. Suppose a person comes along, he cheats you. You will feel angry, of course. He has done some bad deed. But the hukam says that you need to have the patience. You need to have that capacity to resist getting angry. You need to be benevolent. You need to forgive. That is the concept of hukam. And when you realize the hukam, that all of this creation, be it the sun, be it the moon, they are governed by the laws of physics, as we say. They are also in a hukam. The laws of physics are hukam, as per our philosophy. So everything is in hukam. Then there are some other hukams, the orders that the Guru Gobind Singh Ji gives us. These are called the 52 hukams of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. I will just recite a few for your knowledge. First hukam is earn by honest means. Always earn by honest means. The second hukam is give 1/10 of your salary for the benefit of others, for the benefit of the poor, for the benefit of the impoverished. You should have that feeling within you that I need to do something for the other beings. Those who are poor, who can't afford study, who can't afford a decent meal, who can't afford a shelter, you should do something for them. Have 1/10 of your salary towards this cause. Wake up before dawn. Learn the meaning of Gurbani. Gurbani is basically the written hymns, the verses that have been written in Shri Guru Sahib Ji by the Gurus. Follow the 5 kakars religiously. You have to maintain the hair, unshorn hair, you have to maintain your 5 kakars. So these are some of the hukams. of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Because the time is short, so I would like to try to limit myself. I would like to speak about this dress that you see. You see these people in blue banas. There is a saying, there is a salok dumale that I would like to recite it because it's very interesting. हम अकाली सबके वाली हमरा पंथ ने आरा है, दीन मजहब का जुद्ध जुकीना खंडा पड़या दो तारा है, छई मई मार सब दूर कीनी सलोतर पड़या करारा है, गगन मंडल में बुंगा हमारा महाकाल रखवारा है, सिर पर मुकुट मुकुट पर चक्कर आया अजब हुलारा है, नानक गुरु गोविंद सिंह जी तुद आगे शीस हमारा है। Just last topic that is very important in today's time. When we see the growing hatred amongst the communities, there the message of the Guru becomes very important. Guru Gobind Singh Ji says in Akal Ustat in his Bani, he says, एक नैन एक कान एक देह एक बाण खाक बाद आतिश और आब कोर लाऊ है। You all have the same eyes. Your eyes are not different. You all have the same ears. You all have the same body. You all have the same habits. एक नैन एक कान एक देह एक बाण खाक बाद आतिश और आब को रलाऊ है। खाक means earth. Bad means air. Atas means fire and Ab means water. You all are made up of the same elements. You all are made up of the earth, fire, water. So why are you fighting? You all are the same. There is no distinguish. Nobody can distinguish between that person and that person. You all, the human race is the same. It is the one. He further says, जैसे एक आग ते कनू का कोट आग उठे न्यारे न्यारे हुए क्या फिर आग में मिलाएंगे, जैसे एक नद ते तरंग कोट उपजत है पान के तरंग सबे पान ही कहाएंगे, तैसे विश्व रूप ते अपूत पूत प्रकट होए ताही ते उपज सबे ताही में समाएंगे। Like from a fire, millions of spark they arise, but when they die, they all become the fire. Like in a river of water, you see millions of waves. Those waves, they ultimately merge with that water only. They are composed of that water. You can't say that that wave is different and that wave is different. They all are made of the same water. So Guru Sahib says, similarly, everyone, every creation of this Almighty will ultimately become one with that Almighty. And in the last, I would like to recite some more lines. Because when the Khalsa, when a Sikh, when a Gursikh, when any person, he truly realizes the importance of this human, being a human. When you realize what purpose you have to serve on this earth, for what reason you have been born amongst the entire planets, amongst the entire galaxies, billions of galaxies, this is the only planet till date which has life on it. And when you realize that, what is the purpose of my life? And when you attain the truth, then you say these lines, as Guru Gobind Singh Ji says. I will speak these lines first, and then I will explain to you the meaning. Probably you will understand also. He says, पूर्वी न पार पावे हिमकुला हिमालय त्यावे गुर गर देजी कुल गावे तेरे नाम है जोगी जोग साधे कौन साधना कितेक बाध है आरब के आरबी आराध्य तेरे नाम है फरा के फरंगी माने कंधारी कुरैसी जाने पश्चिम के पश्चिमी पछाने निज काम है मरहटा means the Marathas of the Maharashtra. मरहठा मघेले तेरी मन सो तपस्या करे दृढ़ भी तिलंगी पहचाने तरम ताम है बंग के बंगाली फिर हंग के फिरंगा वाली दिल्ली के दिलवाली तेरी आज्ञा में चलत हैं रोह के रोहेले माघ देश के मघेले वीर बंग सी बुंदेले पापुंज को मलत हैं, गोखा गुन गावे, चीन मचीन के शीस न्यावे, तिब्बती ते आए देख दो देह को दलत हैं, जिन्हें तोहे त्यायो तिन्हें पूरन प्रताप पायो, सर्वतन ताम फल फूल सो फलत हैं. This is something which if you truly understand, you will be amazed. He says, in the east, the Himalayas, the people of the east, the people of the Himalayas, everyone is singing your praises. He knows the people of the west, the people who are Muslims, they are praying to Allah. He knows the people in India, they are praying to Shri Ram. But he says, there is no difference. Everyone is praying to you only. He says, the Arab ke Arabi, the people living in Arabia are also praying to you. He says, the people of France, Farah ke Farangi, they are also praying to you. He says, the people of Kandahar, they are also praying to you. He says, the Marathas of Maharashtra, they are also praying to you. He says, the people of Bengal, Bang ke Bengali, they are also praying to you. He says, the British people are also praying to you. He says, the people of the Delhi are also praying to you. He says, the people of Rohila, they are also praying to you. He says, the Gorkhas are also praying to you. He says, the people of China are also praying to you. He says, the people of Manchuria are also praying to you. And further he says, anybody and everyone who prays to you, be it a Sikh, be it a non-Sikh, anybody and everybody who prays to you, finally he gets that pratap, he gets that energy, he gets you, and he receives everything in life. That is the message of Guru. He never says, my Sikhs will only attain the truth. He is saying, everyone is praying to you, O Lord. Everyone, every single person on this planet is praying to you, and every single person who prays to you will ultimately realize the truth. This is the concept of Sikhism. The freedom to practice one's own religion. So, at the end, I would like to speak 2 lines about in the praise of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And if you understand, it is better if you can also speak along with me. Hak hak agaha Guru Gobind Singh, Shahe Shahen Shah Guru Gobind Singh, Hak hak agaha Guru Gobind Singh, Shahe Shahen Shah Guru Gobind Singh. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Thank you, Guruji. We are very thankful to Damandeep Singh Ji from Amritsar. Now, the next session, first of